Hello viewer, thank you for joining us for another episode of Kiwanjani. We are brought to you courtesy of Helabet. You can join, sign and play on helabet.co.ke. As usual, I'm joined by two gentlemen, former Kenyan internationals, Innocent Mutiso and James Estuma. Gentlemen, good news over the weekend by the president over Labour Day.
Yeah, it was good news for sportsmen,
yes,
and also the hotel industry, the hospitality industry. It was good news for them because right now they have a chance to continue earning from what they do, and it was a big relief, especially in the sports industry, because you know very well since last year the sportsmen and women have really been struggling, and you know very well that the country was on lockdown, full lockdown from March to end of November. There was no sporting activity, so players really suffered. The sportsmen, our sportsmen and women really suffered. But and when they were just trying to get back on their feet in December, January, February, again March, the country is locked down again, and they're not earning anymore. So it was a welcome relief, and right now the players, the sportsmen and women can now focus on getting back to the field or whichever sport they are playing, especially the ones who are preparing for the Olympics. So it was a huge announcement, it was a good announcement. It was well timed, of which I really don't know why the country has been on lockdown for only 1 month. It doesn't make sense at all.
They say the cases have gone down.
The jury's still out on that,
yes,
but we'll just have to see what happens. But I can't wait for the KPL to go back to our TV screens, because you know fans are still not allowed in the stadium. And the good thing about the footballers and football in Kenya is that the players and the technical bench, all of them, they were vaccinated against COVID-19, so they can jump right straight back to playing. But then again, there's a question of fitness, because all that time, I don't know if the players were just sitting at home relaxing and waiting for COVID to go.
Yes, or they were training via video. They were training and sending video to the coach. What did you make of the decision by the president to lift the ban on sporting activities, and what impact will it have on the welfare of players?
Of course, it's a sign of relief for the players, and more so for sports activity in the country, because we have so many categories. And remember, as we always say, you know, we live sports, we live football, we eat football. So it was taking toll to the players. You know, this they always earn whenever they play. So as a country, also it's something good, because we have the president opened up the borders. That means that you can move from one county to another county. So it's something good for the country. So we just see how we can deal with it. And again, also good news is that 3 points at St. James Park.
Let's stay local, but we must commend the federation as well for not making a call or making a decision to cancel the league before, you know, waiting on the president.
I think it was too early to predict, and we didn't know, because we didn't know what will happen, because the president just said that the country is on lockdown indefinitely. We didn't know what time it will be open, which time will be open, and then the matches are not really entered the second leg, so we could not have declared any winner. It was just the league to be cancelled, and then the previous champions, who are Gor Mahia, will represent the country yet again.
Those are 2 trophies.
Yes, those are 2 trophies, COVID related, and it's good that the president of the federation delayed that statement, and and also you can commend when they started taking precautions, taking measures in order to say that we are ready to go back on the field, because the players, the technical bench, the referees, everyone in the football industry have been vaccinated, so they were ready to go back on the pitch. And I think that was commendable for the federation. And right now, I think they are the most well-placed federation to go back to the field immediately.
Yes. What do you make of their delay to make an announcement and cancel the league this time around?
Yeah, of course, we had one game to go to the half of the league, and I think it was good for the president to wait, because you know at this particular time, you know, everyone was competing, feel that I want to be the champions. We had teams that were struggling at the bottom of the table, and you feel like, okay, this was so competitive this time, and again, and you feel every team has put in a lot of energy to make sure that they stay at the top. And I think for the competition and for the fairness of the game, I think it was well thought. And again, as Mutiso said, you know, when the president did the press, it was like indefinite, so we didn't know what time we can come back to the sports activity. So the good thing is that you just have to wait. And maybe the challenge will come up at this moment that, okay, maybe if someone lose, he will say maybe he will blame on the match fitness. But what I know, most of the teams have been training behind the doors.
Yes.
And I just feel that when they resume playing, I know we'll have that competition up there, and also helps the national
And right
team.
now, teams have to be pressed because when the league resumes, in order to keep up with the FIFA calendar or CAF calendar, the matches have to come thick and fast. So we might be seeing teams playing up to 3 matches every week. So the clubs have to prepare. Hata kama ni kuchukua malons manze, waende wafulize. Itakuwa ni noma sasa. Wewe imagine kupiga away mbili. Wewe ni team
unaona Kisumu na
Western.
Mombasa.
Na uko na away mbili jo India Western, the old Western
Upige
province.
Mombasa,
Itakuwa shida.
upige home, upige Mombasa, urudi home, urudi Nairobi.
And already the teams have already stretched their finances.
Yes.
Their budgets have been wayward. They've been on a roller coaster of emotions because this thing has really taken a toll on the pockets of the clubs, of which they are not really deep, but still they've been stretched far enough. And right now they have to be braced. Na kama wanaweza fuliza wafulize. Mimi ningekuwa na uwezo ningesaidia kwa teams zingine.
Ungefuliza.
But I hope hii break imekuwa poa sana kwa teams kama Mathare United.
Yes.
Kwa sababu
To reflect and prepare.
To reflect na prepare, kwa sababu itakuwa ni ngori sana kujitoa hapo hivi chini. Na kama kuna club moja yenyewe mimi siwezi penda irelegatiwe, Mathare United, pia Zuke Richo. Hizo teams mbili sister is relegatiwe because there's a lot of history, and hizi teams ni za community, zina relate sana na mali zimetoka, na zimetoa pia players wengine wazuri sana. So itakuwa very sad and that hizi teams zitarelegatiwa, of which najua Mathare United relegatiwa kwenda NSL. They won't last the whole season at NSL. Hiyo club itauzwa ama itavunjika.
Let's go to Europe, where some people wanted to start with. Remember, we have brought you courtesy of Helabet, and you can join this conversation on our social media platforms. Facebook is Kiwanjani, and Instagram is Kiwanjani254. Let me give you a few minutes. You know, some team came back. Arsenal, at least you got points. But is it too late for Arsenal?
Yeah, as I said, you know, they had a very slow start, and it really affected them going along the way. And you know, at this time they are really fighting to make sure that they play in the Europa League come next season. And I think they have a chance if they go on and win the Europa League this season, and they have a chance to play in the Champions League. But again, I think yesterday's performance was superb because Arteta came up with a different squad. He did a couple of changes in the squad. Considering that we have Sevilla coming up in the
Villarreal,
sorry, in midweek. So I think those who are given the chance, they really did so well, and no one expected Arsenal to play that way. And for me, I felt that you know, Gabriel Martinelli needs to be given more time in the first squad, because he really gives that team energy and the quality on the flank. So if we have Martinelli on the other side and Saka on the other side, I just feel we have that punch. And for me, if he can play against Villarreal, then we have a chance to play in the final.
Those were good goals I've seen from Arsenal this season. What did you make of the goals? And you know, is it too late for them?
They were good goals, and especially I was impressed by Mohamed El Neni. That's his first Premier League goal after 66 matches.
Yes.
I was impressed by him, and you can see all the goals that Mohamed El Neni has scored for Arsenal. They've been spectacular. Outside the 18-yard box, they've just been spectacular. And he said that the celebrations after that goal came from the heart. So it was a long time coming for him to get that chance and score very well to get Arsenal going, because it's been a long time. Also, Arsenal was always scoring that early in the match, the 4th minute. And I think it will give the team a welcome encouragement, to give them motivation, and maybe inspire them to win against Villarreal this coming Thursday, because that is the only route Arsenal has to go into Champions League next season, because you can't expect Chelsea to lose all 4 matches remaining, and they are 12 points behind Arsenal on 61 points, and also the other teams will not be sleeping, so it's really difficult. So the
and
only
you can't count Manchester United losing Europa League final.
We'll see about that, but you do know very well that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has not beaten the Premier League. I think you know that.
That's Premier League, but now we see a trophy. We gotta fight. Anyway, let's. The biggest game for the weekend didn't happen, and that's after fans invaded Old Trafford. What did you make of the whole saga? Them fans protesting over the ownership, and also the ill-fated plans to join the European Super League?
I think it was a long time coming for the fans to go out and protest, for their voices to be heard, because the roller coaster of emotions that the Glazer family supposed has done to the Manchester United fraternity, it's been simmering. Those emotions have been simmering for like 16 years, ever since they were
they took over.
They took over.
That's in 2005.
And you remember when they took over Manchester United was debt free. Right now Manchester United are 455 million pounds in debt. So that's the family has really plunged the team into a crisis. Wamefuliza noma na imekuwa ni shida sana kwa and the fans, yani I think they just had enough, and after the team iliingia hiyo Super League, I think they just said enough is enough, and they waited for the biggest game of
the weekend, and a decider
of the Premier League, and I don't think they would have given Liverpool. So the fans pia ni wajanja, wangepatia Liverpool hiyo satisfaction ya kufanya Man City, their main rivals, to win on a day that Manchester loses to Liverpool, their biggest rivalry in Europe and also in the Premier League. So the fans, I feel that their voices should be heard. And you know what I always say, you can go and buy a club, but you cannot buy its heart and soul. So if the Glazer family they don't have Manchester heart, then they will never impress their fans. Yes, they've been investing a little in their squad, but what happens behind the back doors, it's be really frustrating, and that is why the fans came out and wakasema enough is enough. I wish something like that can happen here in Kenya, because the way the clubs are being run here in Kenya is like a kiosk. So if the Kenyan fans can borrow a leaf from the Manchester United fans, of which I didn't know I'll be supporting Manchester on this, but I'm supporting Manchester United fans in this, because they are crying for a 50+1% fan ownership, so that the owner doesn't control everything. In that club. I'm up for it, and I hope Kenya can borrow a leaf from that.
James Situma, what did you make of the protest and the fans saying the ownership has to change?
It was a message sent to the owners of the team that this team belongs to us, this team belongs to the fans. Na kumbuka kwamba wametumia tu hiyo advantage ya kwa Manchester kuonyesha kwamba wanataka kucheza Super League, ku bring out message wamekuwa nayo for long time, because ukiangalia wamekuwa na issues about transfers, unaona, about finance, unaona, pata hawako wanapata the right time kusema, kwa sababu ukiangalia all along they have been complaining about the Manchester the way they always do their business. They believe they need the best players to come and play for Manchester United, but unaangalia maybe the Glazers family wanaangalia they have other options, they have other maybe issues yenye wanaangalia club imechukua quite sometimes kuona kwamba wameshinda na unajua walikuwa wamezoea kushinda. So I think it's a message sent na inaonyesha kwamba football belongs to the fans, I belong to the owner. So me, I always say it's always good kama hapo unapata fans kama watakuwa more involved to the clubs, wata run things, kwa sababu tumeacha si what naongelea tu kando, but hatuchukui actions, unaona. So at least it's quite a high time kuona kwamba fans come in and make sure that they support their teams in making decisions, because most of the teams have the fiscal addresses, so you can just walk there and maybe have a meeting with the management and see
protest.
What happens.
As I was saying earlier, ningependa pia kuona mafans wa Kenya pia wakikuwa this brave enough. I don't know kama tuko na those brave fans watokelezee, wasema tupendi vile hii club inaraniwa. Watu wajitokelezee, wale mafan tumekuwa nao tangu niko mdogo wa Mathare United, watokelezee wasema hatupendi vile hii direction club ina take. Kitu ya kwanza hapa club za Kenya, yani ma teams hata zipatianangi nini payslip. Hakuna payslip. So mchezaji hayuko empowered, hakuna vile yeye anaweza hata kuchukua loan juu kwa bank lazima uwe na 3 months payslip. Hakuna kwa sababu unapata timu inakawia kabla ilipe mchezaji. So hata hiyo payslip it won't matter anymore, unaona. So kama fans wanaweza tokelezea Kenya na waanze condemn how this club chairman are running these clubs, I think Kenya itago a long way to, because itakuwa ni kama kind of revolution of football. Itakuwa ni mzuri sana kwa sababu hizi clubs they have to be held accountable for what they are really doing. Mimi sifurahi vile clubs mingi sana Kenya zina kuwa run payslip to payslip.
It's not a Manchester United fan problem alone, because even Arsenal were protesting and Kina Henry wanted to buy some share.
Yeah, they want to, and the CEO of Spotify, he really Daniel Ek, he really wants because he say he's been supporting Arsenal for so many years, and he'd like to see Arsenal to go back to where it belongs. And amesema sasa kwa hizo pesa share hizo fans za kununua kitu, alafu ni vizuri sana ma legends wale wa Arsenal, wale ma fans wa adore wanawachukua ni kama the demigods, wameungana na yeye, wanasema tunaweza chukua hii club back from its doldrums. Na ni poa sana hii kitu kama Manchester United message president, then hii revolution iendelee worldwide kwa zile clubs zenye zina feel that our zile wale fans wana feel clubs zetu wazikui run vizuri. And hapa Kenya kitu kama hiyo ika happen, that should be a new dawn for football in Kenya.
But also we have to appreciate that, you know, this private ownership has changed the clubs.
Of course.
The Glazers have brought mega deals to Manchester United. Abramovich, you know, changed Chelsea into a trophy-winning club. You can see City, for example, now they can talk of, you know, being champions. So it's not.
It's
if you pump in a lot of money, you know, you have that energy to buy anyone you want around. I remember Man City before the previous year walikuwa hawezi compete na Manchester United.
They were not there.
Lakini wakati the Warabu walikuja, waliweka pesa pale, unapata wako na muscle za kubuy new players. But again, vile Mtisa amesema, I think it's quite pia well kuona kwamba we just give the fans pia your time where to share what they feel about their clubs, because wanachangia pia a lot of revenue kwa club. So unapata ownership ndio wakati wamekuja ino wamechukua junk of maybe percentage, unapata they make some, most of the times they make decisions zenye unapata hata kama shabiki afurahi, unapata inakuwa ni vigumu. Kiangalia kama at Arsenal, Stan yange, yeah, so long as at the end of the season Arsenal wamemaliza number 6 number 8 profit imeingia, he doesn't care, unaona. But for fan mwenye anakuja stadium kila time akitoka pale analia timu haiwezi perform. Ukiangalia anachukua wachezaji akibai, ndio siwezi sema kwamba ana buy average quality, sometimes ana buy talent, but unapata amechukua maybe na 15-20,000, unaona. Lakini mchezaji akitaka kutoka maybe na 50-60, yeye unajua hajali, ameuza mchezaji. So hizo ni vitu ambazo lazima zibadilike, because I don't believe team inataka compete at the top level. At times ni vizuri kukuamilia your best assets ambao ni players.
Kweli, let's go to show bets. Zako ulikula zote, wacha tuanze na wewe.
Hakula zote.
Ni gani alikula zote?
Piga kila zote bwana. Ujamaa bana.
Akula zote.
Ni gani ulikosea?
Ulikula si wote moja moja.
Gani nilikulwa? Sema.
Atletico Madrid. Uleka over 2.1.
Hapana, over 2.5 niliweka ya nini? Sikuweka ya Atletico Madrid.
Acha tu nini? Stuma alisema over 2.5.
Yeah. Si moja moja. Anaona na space ya ilishawana.
Over 2.5.
The odds for Arsenal were really high.
Yeah, zilikuwa high, na nilisema hapa nikasema no your history,
and they disputed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I disputed, but nikasema under 1.5 first half, you know, it's a good bet, na ilikuwa 1-0.
But game will stand out by the way kwa hizo bets zangu. I think Real Madrid against Osasuna ilikuwa game ya whole breath, unaona. Ukiangalia Madrid walikuwa wanataka hiyo win kivyote, kwa sababu considering Barcelona walikuwa wamedrop points the previous day, on Thursday walikuwa na sana hiyo win. Ukiangalia malizo mabao pia zilitoka kwa watu wenye wafungi regularly,
yes.
But ukiangalia kwa hiyo game kama Militao, he really tried, alikuwa na couple of attempts on goal, na pia luckily akaipata. Na ukiangalia pia vile after game the way they feel, because ukiangalia pia Madrid ATM, ukiangalia wamekipa pia wanawapatia pressure, so pale juu imekuwa hard. By the way, Barcelona bado wako ndani, so but unaangalia the intensity ya game na vile quality likiongana. Ukiangalia vile hizo team pia zina participate kwa Champions League, I think team ilikuwa na win kivyote ilikuwa Real Madrid, ilikuwa plus kwao sana.
Pia wewe ulipoteza moja tu?
Game ya Hellas Verona versus Spezia, hiyo ni game yani nilikuwa nashangaa. Game kama the last 5 matches za Spezia zimekuwa zikisha yani GG na over 2.5 yani. Actually over 3.5. Na pia hii pande nyingine pia Hellas Verona, of which pia place wako ile considering ile position wako, they've not really conceded a lot of goals, because pia they're not scoring a lot of goals, but magames zao mengi sana zimekuwa zikienda over 2.5. So hapo sielewi kuliendaje, but Spezia walifanya vizuri sana, wale pia wanafaitia wasidropiwe. Hiyo ndio game tulikuwa glitch tu kwa hiyo multiple, because hizo multiples zilikuwa mzuri sana, hata niliongeza hizo za Situma ile yenye siku ya Atletico Madrid siku kwa over 2.5 niliwekea Atletico Madrid kichwa, but hiyo game ya nini
kutoa
ya Spezia
ndio ilimtoa.
Uko na kula ka 15k
alikuwa na labor weekend mzuri. Anyway, we have a Champions League this week. Manchester City taking on PSG. Who do you see making it to the final?
PSG have been playing really well away from home, especially in Europe. Remember when Manchester United waliwapiga huko kwao huko Paris, mlikuwa mnaongea USA UCL yetu this season, wapi away wakawachapia kwenyu huko Old Trafford. And ni poa sana sasa PSG pia walikipa momentum na Lille. Only unaweza ukiangalia Monaco wali drop points against Lyon jana, so kwa hivyo sasa it's a 2-horse race, because PSG sasa wako na point moja na nini wako na 75 na Lille 76, so they can have killed, they will have killed 2 birds with 1 stone if they win this midweek against Manchester City. Na wako pia best placed to win it. Wakienda wapigia team 1-0. Si ndio wao wamequalify. Alafu Mbappe alikuwa nini? Alikuwa arrested at the weekend, and pia Di Maria pia alikuwa arrested. So side tunaweza ona na Marco Verratti walikuwa arrested, so tunaweza ona a whole different PSG. Labda ile PSG tuliona first half against Man City, labda ndio team tunaweza iona throughout the 90 minutes. If they want to really win it this season, they have to beat Manchester City. They have to start at the right foot, and they have to get that goal early enough, just like in Paris last week. So for Manchester City, wamekuwa waki-bottle hii position for so long, especially since Guardiola went to Man City. Alifeel ku win UCL with Bayern Munich, and watu wakisemanga ati alisaidiwa sana na ile timu ya Barcelona because it was the golden era, but sasa kuna chance nyingine mzuri sana ya ku make all doubters wrong that I can do it with any team. We just have to plan better. So hii game itakuwa ni ngumu sana kwa Manchester City, but they only need just 1-0 or a 0-0 draw, but itakuwa ni ngumu sana because ile attacking potent Borussia Dortmund PSG konayo manze ni noma sana.
So your prediction? Your prediction?
My prediction, mimi nitaeka tu goal kwa sababu ni ngumu sana ku predict ile team itanini itacarry the day.
James Estuma, Manchester City taking on PSG, your prediction?
Yeah, they had a massive results in France last game, and I think they come into this game with a more advantage. And kitu mimi najua kwamba Pep atachezesha the same team, na atacheza bila striker tena kama alifanya away bila striker, because this is the time and I feel he needs more possession, because what I know najua PSG they have all the threats up front. We have Neymar, we have Kyle Mbappe, na ni wachezaji ambao anytime ukiwapatia space, ukiwapatia time in the area box, wanaweza fanya damage. So I think this time for me I see Man City going through, because this season wamekuwa so fantastic. Na ukiangalia since the arrival of Ruben Dias amekuwa so vital that game, na pia kurudi on form John Stones nadhani sana amesaidia hiyo team, kwa sababu ukiangalia timu yote, ukiangalia hata ukipatia maybe the history of the previous teams. Okay, let me talk about maybe Manchester United. Ukiangalia the partnership of Vidic and Rio Ferdinand ilifanya wakashinda titles, because there were 2 stoppers wenye walikuwa so good at the center of the defense. And ukiangalia side that City, I think Ruben Dias and Stones wamefanya vizuri. Na ukiangalia pia Laporta akikuja in pia unapata anafanya vizuri. Unafanya mpaka aka amesaulika by the way. Kujuzi kama singemwona anacheza sikuwa najua kama hata kwanza alikuwa anaenda Man City.
Alikuwa kwa squad.
Imekuwa wako na team poa, na nadhani this is the time ukiangalia for me pia Man City ni game itakuwa with a lot of tactics, because ukiangalia last game Kyle Walker I did so well na Neymar na Kyle Mbappe, na ukiangalia the same thing kitu moja inanifurahisha na Pep ni kwamba when you are fit you have to play, unaona. Na ameleta so competition in that game. Ukiangalia hawezi predict his first 11 going to the next game. Yeye anasema in the training session, kwa sababu players change the mentality, the attitude. Unaona, maybe umecheza unaimba vizuri, unaangalia maybe unalegeza tizi. Yeye huwa haogopi kubadilisha players, but ukiangalia wachezaji wamekuwa so consistent, and with Kevin De Bruyne at this time, mimi naangalia anaenda kupewa Ballon d'Or. Unajua kitu inafanya wachezaji wengi wanafanya wachezaji wanashinda kitu, kwanga the performance of Champions League. Na ukiangalia amekuwa so super fantastic in Manchester City, so kila kitu imekuwa ina revolve around him. Na ukiangalia the quality yenye wako nayo, wako capable kucheza na false nine. So for me I'll go for Man City.
Man City kichwa. Chelsea will be taking on Madrid. Will the draw cost them?
It was a draw with a scoreline, and itakuwa ni ngumu sana. Sioni Real Madrid wakosa kufunga bao hata moja at least uko nini uko England. Na Chelsea side they are work cut out. They just go and defend and defend
90 minutes.
Na itakuwa ni ngumu sana because Eden Hazard ndio amesharudi,
yes.
And he knows Chelsea very well, anajua the weak spots, the weaknesses and all that. Anasema amesharudi kwa hiyo first 11 ya Real Madrid. So itakuwa ni interesting sana kuona vile Madrid wata set up ule, na aliresearch a couple of players at the weekend, of which it was a must win game, but walikuwa na their set sides there. Hiyo game ya Chelsea kwa ukiangalia kwa ligi it's very tight. Ukiangalia Madrid, Atletico Madrid walishinda Madrid, na ndio wako 2 points behind them, tied on points with Barcelona. Barcelona, remember jana walifunga Valencia 3-2, of which it was a game walikuwa na train in beginning of the first half, na Messi being Messi come up na two goals na a winner in the last kick of the game. So ilikuwa ni game interesting sana, and sai manzeni hiyo race iko type sana. Na Sevilla pia wakishinda leo, later tonight wakishinda watamove tena 3 points behind Atletico Madrid. So itakuwa ni 14 being separated by 3 points. So itakuwa juni race nyingine tight sana, watakuwa 73 Madrid wako 76. So hiyo game naweza sema Real Madrid itashinda hiyo game 2-1
kichwa, and Madrid will be in the final.
Madrid ukiangalia hiyo position na kwa ngani ngumu njoo kuwatoa.
Your prediction?
Yeah, my prediction, I think this tight one for Chelsea. They had a vital away goal away in Madrid, but again ukiangalia Madrid side, the way unajua the experience and the quality jelo umekuwa na Champions League, vile umefrequent Champions League. Na ukiangalia the moment up front, Karim Benzema amekuwa in superb form, so anafunga kila game. Na ukiangalia kila kitu imekuwa ina revolve around him. Alafu again they have an advantage kwamba we have the Sergio Ramos ana come back into play, so they have an advantage over Chelsea. Na vile mtu amesema, unajua for Chelsea it's so hard as a coach kuplan, kwa sababu unapanga against the team. Okay, I have a goal, so do I defend or do I attack? Na unakumbuka if they come out kwamba wanataka kuattack pia, unajua Real Madrid they have quality. Ukiangalia ya katikati kuna Luka Modric, ni mchezaji mwenye anytime with space anaweza piga pass moja na then inaleta damage. So Toni Kroos, kuna Casemiro defending wise ako sawa, na pia ukiangalia the way anacheza pia ni midfielder by box to box. Then again wakiamua maybe you have to sit back for how long, kwa sababu
90 minutes
ni mingi sana, unaona. So ni pressure. So for me pia naenda naangalia a final of City against Madrid.
All right, that's the prediction. That's where we end the episode. Till next time, same place. My name is Esbon Mogambi, and remember the conversation continues on our social media platforms, Kiwanjani for Facebook and Kiwanjani 254 Instagram. Till next time, it's goodbye.